Chapter 9, verse 3. That's going to be the title of the outside lesson on this August the 29th, 2025, on this Friday afternoon. Hey, so with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makar Kadash, and the Heavenly Father. The true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach Kabashai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadash tongue, and I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. So as I mentioned once again, out here, outside lesson of 2nd Esdras Chapter 9, verse 3. That's going to be the title of the outside lesson, so hopefully this will be edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Hamashiach Kabashai. And this is the book of 2nd Esdras. This is the book of 2nd Esdras Chapter 9, verse 3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars, people in the world. Right, so just like I mentioned once before previously, you had a 5.5 earthquake was reported today on August 29th, 2025. And as of yesterday, I believe you had a 6.0 earthquake over there in that same region, if I'm not mistaken. And then you had a 6.0 earthquake over there in El Salvador. And then we've been seeing the increasing uptick of these high magnitude of these earthquakes in diverse places. I forgot what area it was. It was recently they had another swarm of heavy earthquakes, even though it was a small magnitude. It's like that happened over there in South Carolina, and that recently happened over there in California. So we definitely been seeing the increase in high magnitude of these earthquakes in diverse places, where we're going to continue to see it increasing on a day-to-day basis. So that shows that we're going to see the Heavenly Father visit this earth with these earthquakes in the various places and earthquakes in diverse places. This is 2nd Esdras Chapter 9, verse 3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars, people world. Right, so increasing earthquakes and uproars, people world. So we're going to be seeing more signs of that. So just like we're seeing these recent uproars, people world, we're seeing what's taking place over there. I finally got it updated on it when we had this updates of this protest that been taking place over in Indonesia. Because you had these, because Indonesia, that's their biblical nationality, and those are Japhetic nations. And then they've been having heavy protests over there in Indonesia. I believe they said the protest is raging on in that area because you had some type of person was a riot share victim or something like that. And it's something that has something to potentially do something with police brutality or something like that. You know, because that's been happening a lot with the non-nation. Police brutality and stuff like that. So we seeing them are in an uproar with that protest. You had a ride share rider, I believe, that got deleted, potentially from a police brutality protest or something like that. Last time I checked, that was kind of similar that happened over there in I would say like a couple months ago, kind of similar to what happened over there in I forgot what area it was. I think that's Nigeria or something like that, or Kenya. I believe they had a police brutality over there as well too. They've been having protests, even though they came to some agreement or something like that. So that's kind of similarities. So right now over there in Indonesia, they got a heavy protest that's taking place over there in the area. Then we've been having those heavy protests over there in Serbia. And we've been having protests over here in America because you got like a few workers laid off from their job. Because you're seeing a huge amount of layoffs from these jobs. Out of this C-19 cases jobs or something like that in the health industry. We're seeing a lot of those people being laid off. And we're seeing the tension between both sides. You know, that's why they've been doing protests, especially for this Labor Day weekend. You know, I believe there's a news article that mentioned that from Yahoo News. They've been having these protests, about these labor workers been getting cut from their jobs, a lot of job layoffs. And I believe you've been having some protests over there in Canada as well too, like last time I checked, if I'm not mistaken. So these are examples that we're seeing, which we're so used to seeing. It ain't nothing new under the sun. Like it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, verse 9. Because your everyday hardworking American, your everyday hardworking citizen, your everyday human being that's on the planet Earth, they so used to protesting and stuff like that. But we definitely been seeing throughout the years and recently, these protests have been increasing. What's that? Luke 21 verse 25, of the distress of nations, where perplexities rage on. And we seeing a lot of distress from the nations because we seeing these heavy. We seeing what the conditions that's in the world today, and we seeing these famines, pestilence, and plagues, the cost of living, the economic woes that they're going through. The Heavenly Father visiting this earth with these weather-like conditions. We seeing the famines and pestilence and plagues, the uproar people world, that the disperse of nations, for complexity rich one. But the Heavenly Father said in the book of Luke 21, verse 25, there shall be signs in the sun and the moon, and upon the earth, that the disperse of nations will complexity rich one. So that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the seditions among men, preventing one another. They shall not regard their kings, so their princes, of course, access and power. And that's what we're seeing, This is 2nd Esdras Chapter 9, verse 3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars, people world. Right, so increasing earthquakes and the uproars, people world, and that's what we're seeing. So this was just a quick outside lesson that I wanted to bring out of 2nd Esdras Chapter 9, verse 3 from the apocryphal books of the Holy Scriptures. And so with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakadash. And the Heavenly Father, the true name is Yahweh. And his only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Mashiach Kabashai. Those are the two names in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadash of the tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Ma'akwaf. Until next time, I will say Shalom.